Yo, what's up, Starkies? You're tuned in to Starky Stories, the realest spot on YouTube where stories hit harder than real life. I'm your host, Chrome Starks, bringing you wild tales, street legends, urban thrillers, stories to keep you locked in, whether it's truth, fiction, or something in between. You never know what you will get, but trust me, it's always worth it. So hit that like, smash that subscribe, and get ready to tap in with the vibes. Welcome to Starky Stories, where every story got Stark in it. Let's go. The apartment across the street. Leah Morgan never liked silence, even as a child. She'd sleep with a white noise machine or the TV buzzing softly in the background. Silence meant your mind could wander, fill the gaps with things that weren't there. Things that might be . So when she signed the lease on her new apartment in Seattle, nestled between an old bookstore and a shuttered bar, she was drawn to the subtle noise of the neighborhood. Distant cars, the occasional voice outside, the wind. Through trees, it felt like company. The apartment was perfect. 3rd floor, corner unit. Big windows that bathed her living room in soft afternoon light. It had charm, the hardwood creaked, and the cabinets stuck, but it was hers. After a drawn-out breakup with her ex, Leah was finally alone, free. She should have felt at peace. Instead, she started locking her bedroom door at night, something she hadn't done since she was a teenager at first. It was a shadow. Leah was working late on a freelance design project, her laptop perched on the coffee table. It was past midnight. She stretched, yawned, and wandered to the window. That's when she saw it, a figure standing in the apartment directly across the street. Duster, silhouette backlit by warm yellow light. The blinds were half drawn, but the outline was unmistakable. Still watching her, she stepped back, heart fluttering, then laughed at herself. Probably just a neighbor. Maybe they were watching TV. But the next night, the same figure was there. Exactly the same spot, standing, not moving, as if posed. She stared for a full minute. They didn't flinch. Then suddenly, the light in the apartment went out. Her dreams grew darker. She'd wake up at 2:13 a.m. every night. No sound, no reason, but always the same time. Eventually, she stopped sleeping well at all. Her best friend Taylor suggested melatonin. You're just stressed. It's a new place, new rhythm, you'll adjust. But Leah wasn't so sure. She began noticing things. The hallway light outside her door would flicker, like someone had walked past. Her doormat was turned round one morning. Once, she found a hair, long, black, not hers, on the inside of her fridge door. She lived alone, and she was blonde. She bought a cheap pair of binoculars from a pawn shop and watched the building across the street. Daytime, it looked abandoned. The other windows were dark or sealed, but to be the 2nd floor, across and one unit to the right, would light up. Every night after 11 o'clock, she tried calling the management office listed on the intercom box. Pretended she was a friend looking to surprise a tenant in 2B. The woman on the phone hesitated. There's no one living in 2B, she said finally. That unit's empty, been vacant for months. We're still trying to get the locks changed. Leah hung up. Her skin prickled cold. That night, when she walked back from the grocery store, she saw the blinds into B shift just slightly, like someone ducking out of view. That's when the messages started. The first one was a sticky note on her door. Red is your color. No handwriting, just printed letters, blocky, typed. She had been wearing a red coat that day. The next day, It was a single rose left outside her door, dead, with a petal tucked in the doorframe. Then her phone buzzed at 3 o'clock, an anonymous number. No text, just a link. She didn't click it. Instead, she turned her phone off and sat in the bathtub with a kitchen knife, waiting for the sun to come up. The police took a report, but there wasn't much they could do. "You haven't been harmed," the officer said. "You're not in immediate danger." Leah stared at him, yet. She started seeing herself online. Photos of her walking to the store, checking her mail, sitting on her fire escape reading. Posted on a local message board under a thread called The Girl in 3C. Comments underneath, "She always wears headphones. She wouldn't hear someone behind her. Bet she leaves the balcony door unlocked. I've been watching her for weeks." The police got involved again, but the thread had already been scrubbed. Leah installed cameras, deadbolted her windows, slept with a hammer next to her bed. She stopped opening her curtains entirely. Then it escalated. She came home one afternoon to find her apartment wrong, nothing stolen, nothing broken, but the air felt different. The fridge door was open, just a crack. Her toothbrush was on the sink, damp, though she hadn't used it all day. She checked the footage from her security camera. It had gone black between 1:17 p.m. and 2:04 p.m. Just under an hour, and when the feed returned, everything looked the same, except there was a note on the coffee table, typed, no signature. "I like what you've done with the place." Leah fled. She packed a bag and stayed with Taylor for a few nights. When she returned, it was to retrieve the rest of her things and break the lease. But first, she checked one last thing. She walked across the street in broad daylight and broke into apartment. The lock was old, weak. It took her less than 30 seconds with a credit card. Inside. No furniture, no appliances, just a mattress on the floor, still warm. A pile of fast food wrappers, dozens of photographs pinned to the wall. All of her, Leah, brushing her teeth, sleeping, walking barefoot across her kitchen floor, and in the corner, on a table, a monitor. She looked into the camera feed. It was a live view of her apartment, even now. While she stood in this room, there was someone else watching too. Behind her, the floor creaked. Leah survived. Barely. The man, never identified, fled the scene before police arrived. Forensic evidence was minimal. His shrine to her was carefully dismantled by investigators. But no fingerprints, no DNA, just the images, just the obsession. Leah left the city, changed her name, got off social media. She lives in a cabin now, deep in the woods, with a dog and blackout curtains. And every night she checks the windows, because once you've been watched, you never stop feeling it. Thanks for watching this chilling episode of Starky Stories. Real stalkers don't just lurk in the shadows. Sometimes they're watching from across the street or closer. If you enjoyed this story or it gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe for more true crime, mystery, and horror. And tell us in the comments, what story should we cover next? Ever had a close call with someone watching you? Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and always trust your instincts, because you never really know who's watching you. See you in the next one.